throughout the last year, we had the chance to try out some of the most amazing free-to-play games, especially first-person shooters. And within that, one free-to-play game really stand out in popularity, especially among the people who play a lot of low-end PC games, and that is the Combat Masters. And the game actually recently got a massive update, and a lot of you guys comment and asked me to check it out. So I thought now is the perfect time to jump back in, try out the game, try out the new content, and also share my opinions about the game, the current state of the game, and also answer the question whether it's worth playing in early 2024. Alright guys, Combat Masters is a game that honestly need no introduction at this point, because I know tons of you guys already playing this game and already enjoying this game, and I receive comments from you guys talking about this game every single day, and most people will agree with me, it's probably the best thing happened to low-end PC gamers in 2023. Nevertheless guys, if you haven't heard about this game before, it's basically a free-to-play, fast-paced action multiplayer first-person shooter, extremely similar to something like modern-day Call of Duty, which is probably the main reason why this game got so much popularity in very quick succession. And it also tick all three boxes when it comes to a popular free-to-play game. First being a free-to-play which everybody can download and enjoy without paying any money, and second one being a low-end PC game that you can enjoy even with the most potato system. And you guys know if you have a Core 2 CPU and 4 gigs of RAM, you can basically run this game without any issues. And third one being the smaller download size of the game, meaning you can literally download the game within minutes and start playing right away. And you guys know most of the popular free-to-play games nowadays tends to have like 30-50 gigs download, and if you took something like Call of Duty Warzone as an example, you need to download like 100 plus gigs in order to play the game, which is insane. But guys, even with the most recent update in Combat Masters, you only need to download like 1.5 gigs, which is pretty crazy to think about and very much reasonable in my opinion. The last time I checked out the game had around 7,000 daily concurrent players, but nowadays drop it down to like 3,000 daily players, which is still relatively popular, and you have no issues finding matches in any of the game modes. The last time I checked out the game, I was pretty much criticized the game because it was lacking that originality. It was basically a Call of Duty ripoff. And if you ever play the Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2019 game, this is pretty much similar to that. Every single aspect, including weapons, weapon progression system, the camos, battle pass, the game modes, the operator skins, and even the brand newly added combat zone, which is basically Warzone. And they kind of ripped out everything from the old Call of Duty game and put it right into this nice little package, which honestly I'm not the biggest fan of, but I gotta admit it's quite impressive. Game mode wise, you got your typical deathmatch, team deathmatch, search and destroy, and definitely my favorite was the game mode called Arms Race. I recently had a play session with one of my friends, and it's absolutely fun to play. There are tons of variation of weapons that you can unlock, or if you wanna grind camos, you can do that, or you can even set up your own loadouts, very similar to Call of Duty. It's just a fun, casual first-person shooter, so even if you're a beginner or someone who never played first-person shooters, you can easily pick up this game and start playing. And on top of that, the movement are very similar to Call of Duty. You can jump, you can slide, you can bunny hop, pretty much expect from a casual shooter. And the gunplay, I would say, is pretty average. It's kind of gets the job done, it's fun to play, but it's not as satisfying as getting a kill on Call of Duty. And also on top of that, they also put some sort of an artificial visual recoil to every single gun. So when you shoot, the gun is kind of bouncing around. Sometimes it's difficult to see where you're shooting. So it's just a visual effect, which I'm not the biggest fan of. And I also want to talk about the brand new game mode that they add to the game, which is called Combat Zone, which is exactly similar to the Call of Duty Warzone game mode, but I would say it's more like a dialed down, kind of small scale version of the Warzone. In this game mode, you can only queue up with 64 players instead of 150 players on Warzone, and also the map layout is also quite small, but overall visually it looks very similar to the classic Verdansk map that we all used to play. And in terms of gameplay, you got pretty much everything that you expect from Warzone. You drop into the map is a similar way. You got your hot zones, you got your typical weapon cache, you can collect money, you have your buy station which you can use to buy armor, ammo, and other than that you also got your weapon loadout drops which you can easily customize your preferred loadout in the menu. And they also added the self revive system, which is pretty popular in Call of Duty. And on top of all that, they also added the gulag, and first time I saw it I was like, bro, they literally add every single thing, which is pretty impressive, but at the same time you feel like you're playing a knockoff version of Call of Duty. But I gotta admit, it's fun to play. There are a bunch of things that really need to improve, especially in this Battle Royale Royale mode. First of all, you can only play solo right now. I'm hoping they added the duo and the squad game modes in the upcoming updates. And also right now you cannot carry two primary weapons. For an example, you cannot carry an assault rifle and a sniper rifle at the same time. You can only pick up one primary weapon, which is kind of annoying in a Battle Royale game. And at the same time, when you pick up something on the ground, especially an upgraded weapon, the weapon that already had in your hand kind of vanish into thin air, which is kind of annoying and game breaking. And there's also vehicles in the game right now, but for some reason you cannot drive around. At one time I tried to go into the zone, I would just try to ride a bike and it says coming soon, which I found very funny. So I hope these things will fix in the upcoming updates. But I also gotta mention, even it's a 64 player Battle Royale game, more than half of them are not real players, more like AI generated bots. They're just brainlessly run around in the map just stucking certain surfaces, and most of them don't even shoot back at you, which I found pretty funny. But I can understand why they add bots into the game. Even the most popular Battle Royale games like Fortnite and PUBG kind of have bots in the game right now, so this is understandable. And this is also more like a casual version of a Battle Royale game, so even for the most beginner players, it's pretty easy to get into the game and have a decent experience. So finally, I gotta say, overall it's a pretty fun game to play, especially if you have a very low-end system and looking for a high quality AAA kind of Call of Duty experience. This is hands down the game for you, man. There's no doubt. Just go ahead and download and enjoy the game. But if you're someone who's experienced with the first person shooters and kind of expecting more, this is probably not the game for you. You might not enjoy the game, mainly because the gunplay feels pretty arcadey and it's feel like you're playing a mobile game on your PC. So if you're someone like that, there are better free-to-play options out there. The games like Shatterline, Halo Infinite, even the brand new games like Finals and the upcoming games like X-Define probably give you a better experience overall. But if you just want to have a fun, casual time with your friends playing something like Call of Duty, Combat Masters is hands down the game for you. It's completely free to play on Steam. There's no harm in downloading and give it a try. And you can play with the game even with the most potato system in 2023. Well, that's pretty much a wrap up this video, guys. And I hope this quick video helpful to you and answered the question whether it's worth your time playing Combat Masters in 2023. And if you're someone who already playing Combat Masters and enjoying it, please go ahead and drop a like on the video, and also don't forget to share your opinions down in the comment section as well. And also go ahead and subscribe to the channel because we cover tons of free-to-play games like this. And I'm gonna leave you guys with some fun gameplay. Enjoyed it, and I catch you guys soon in my next video. Stay safe.
Terus